How's it going, guys? It's Najam. Welcome back to another video. For the past 3 weeks I've been using the Gnome desktop, and in this video I want to show you some of the features I has. And I've moved from Sway to this for a moment to sort of try it out, see what it's like, and I have to say I'm just extremely impressed by what this offers. So let's just get straight into it. So Gnome is the most popular desktop environment in Linux. You have pretty much all the distributions, well, at least like 90% of them using Gnome. So Debian uses Gnome, you have Fedora that uses Gnome, Manjaro uses Gnome as one of their main official releases, Ubuntu uses Gnome. Now I've got Manjaro's version of Gnome running over here, and it has some features that I'm not sure if other Gnome versions will have, but I'll go into some of the features that I do like about this and what I have been using. So first thing is, if you go into hello, this is Manjaro's like loading up thingy. You do have the Gnome layout switcher, and from here you can switch between different ones. So you have like a Manjaro's own version, you have the normal standard Gnome, you do have a traditional version which is like a sidebar over here, and then you also have the tiling, which I want to talk about as well. So this does have tiling window management. If you go up over here, you can see it has add-ons over here. You have tiling, and you can turn this off and on, and it's called Forge. I think it's an official extension by the Gnome team for their own system. Now Gnome is a whole ecosystem, so you will get like so many features in this. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. It works with touchpad gestures as well. I mean, really is just from what I've experienced on this Gnome, it is just amazing. Now I have used Sway, and I've got window tiling on, tiling management and all that. So as you can see, it looks very, organized. You have the windows tiled. If I open up the file manager, it's going to open up over there. Now it is a little bit booky because if I go into extension, I'll show you Forge. I think this is in alpha, so a tiling window manager for Gnome, which is cool. But the other thing is, I just want to show you this over here. You have so many extensions, and you have Needy, which is based on paper WM for Gnome. That's the extension that I've just got over here. So Needy tiling window manager, scrolling window manager is based on this. And I've got this extension that I've just added, which is rounded corners. You'll see they look very nice. I do like what I've done with this, and it does have shadows. You can change so much in here. If you go into settings, you have border control, you have like padding, you have the radius, you have the I believe down here somewhere it has shadows, window shadow here, and then you can change the shadow as well. I mean, it is very customizable. It's more closer to Hyperland than any other tiling window managers that I've used, because you can add extensions and all this kind of stuff, and you can change the difference and the way it works and the layout. Now again, that's what I wanted to actually show you. If I go into hello, if I go into Gnome layout switcher, now when you switch between any of these like layouts over here, all it's really doing is just switching on and off some of these extensions. So if I go into, I turn dash to dock off, you won't see the dash bar down here. I can turn that back on, and then that's back on again. And this, I believe, closer to what Manjaro's own like system is. And you go like different ones. You can have like a system monitor. I've got that on the top. I can take that off. I can have that back on. And you have, I think, is Windows list. There we go. So now you have a list of windows, and the workspaces are down there. That's just quite something. And all Manjaro's thingy is doing is just switching these on and off, from what I understand. And so you can have a traditional layout with just the extensions. Now let's go into the settings. I'll show you some of the settings. Now this does have a lot of settings over here. So obviously you have the Wi-Fi, you have the network and all that kind of stuff. You have Bluetooth, you have displays. Now over here it's using their own Mutter Wayland compositor, and it does work better than Wlroots, because you do have in OBS like window capture, which is not a thing on Sway or some of the others. As far as I know, it doesn't have some of the features. This thing feels more complete than any other Wayland window managers that I've seen or I've used. That's what the Gnome team have done. They've done so much and they put so much effort in, and then it's obviously paying off because they have a full feature environment. And the other thing is it does have global shortcuts or key bindings. So if you have OBS and you want to send a key binding to it, Hyperland has that, but Gnome does have that as well. So that's another cool thing. You have so many built-in features like nightlight, and you have sound which you can change. You have the power management here, multitasking. You can do the hot corner and active thingy magic. Dynamic workspace, I've got it on numbered because I'm used to tiling window manager, so I can press a button and I can just switch to it. That's pretty cool. And you have different things over here. You have the themes, and obviously you know the accent colors. This was like a recent thing way back. Now it's like a normal thing. You have the applications. I mean, this feels like Android. To be honest with you, like the way this feels like is just like straight up Android made for a desktop, and it is a full featured desktop as well. Color management is something that I haven't seen on like you know, it's, maybe you need a third-party application to do this, but you can add a color profile to calibrate your monitor, which is something that is not normal on Linux, but it's becoming a thing. Like this is becoming a complete desktop. You have printers, keyboard stuff, you have the mouse settings and everything. That's cool. Accessibility, and honestly I've been using Gnome, and it's called like a lock screen, and it looks really nice. It's very simple, looks really nice. I'm not sure if it's gonna pop up or it might stop or mess up the recording, but it will look very, very nice. Again, I don't know if that actually worked or something. I'm using this on the NVIDIA stuff. I'm using this on NVIDIA and got the Wayland version enabled. Also, obviously, we need to mention they have a HDR spot. I think it does have it somewhere. I'm not quite sure. Built-in capture code. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Let me check this out. Hang on. I need to bring this down here. Okay, I can actually shorten this, and then you can see. Let's open Steam. I think I'm running this through the capture card, so it might not have HDR support. But I can probably just sort of change that. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's got an option for it. Oh, Tinkerbell. Oh. Oh, we need to apply it, don't I? Oh. Now look, it's gone like. Oh, it does work. Okay, I did do some tests. HDR is working really, really well. I'm actually quite impressed. It works. But yeah, I mean, it has so many features that are just so cool. Like, it's basically a full-fledged desktop environment, and it's been working really, really well. If you look around on the user interface, you can see it has a built-in calendar as well as notifications. It's also got like the drop-down menu. You can change the microphone level and all sorts of stuff, and it's got like a built-in screen recorder, a screenshot tool, everything. You have the system tray, you have the system monitor, which is an extension, and you have you can change the things about this is, you know, you basically like app drawer. And I think I don't need to go into any of this because people have used Gnome. I mean, everybody's used it, but these were just my impressions. I am just extremely impressed with what Gnome can do. Now, for somebody who's into tiling window management, there is one thing that you might want. Now, I have disabled the outline over here because as you can see, I've got round corners on, and it looks weird, like it looks wrong. So I've turned it off. But if you do want, you're probably wondering how I got this mouse to hover over it. I think it's down here somewhere. Pointing and clicking simulate active windows on hover. It replicates the tiling window management experience. So you do have the option over here, and it's got like so many other things in here as well. Like, I mean, I don't really want to go into it because there's so much. Like, you can turn off animations, you can do all this kind of stuff. Like, you can extend or you zoom in the screen to just, I mean, it's got everything basically you'd expect from a desktop environment. you will find it over here. So it does have all of that. Yeah, anybody who's like a normal person who wants to use this, it's got features that you would find advanced people would be using, like tiling window management. I know that's like not a normal thing. Well, it's becoming more normal, but you have the option over here. You can go back into floating. I'll turn this off, and then now you just have these windows. They're just floating about. You can resize them as well. I mean, it's got everything. And if I go into turn it back on, it's gonna tile. Oh, it's not gonna mess you up. Okay. That's pretty cool. It's still in alpha, the tiling stuff, so it might mess up sometimes. But Gnome is just amazing. It really is. It's a full-featured desktop environment. Let's go ahead and see if I can actually show you this here. Open selector. Oh, it's disappeared. Actually move over here. So you can see it's got window capture. You have the window capture. You have let's do that. Okay, boom. There's the window inside of OBS. Whoa, that's a window inside of OBS, and it's got like rounded corners, transparency, and everything. What the heck? That is flipping cool. Okay, here it is. This is the window. Oh, it's not. And then that's the window in OBS. So this is the capture card footage. This is it's the window. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and change the select. And I usually just capture display, and then here's the display, and then I mean that's just so flipping cool. Like it's got everything built into it. So yeah, okay, I'll leave the video. Enough rambling about this stuff.